Hello everyone and welcome back to FibreCraft episode 13. My name is just another emo or emo games or just emo, whatever you want to call me. Welcome back to today's episode. We have a very action-packed episode today. In this episode we're going to be building a cobblestone farm, a Bonemeal farm, and a tree farm to help us with the end goal of perimeters. We already have the slime farm over there, and we have the raid farm over there for the redstone and the slime balls for sticky pistons and slime blocks. But now we just need cobblestone for pistons and observers, and we need quartz, which we will be getting in the future from bartering. And then we need Bonemeal for the tree farm, and then we need the tree farm for pistons. It all comes in a full circle. So, in today's episode, we will be starting all three farms. As you see, if I go out of this, we already have the materials needed for a cobblestone farm. I got all these materials on Shim just the other day, and we are actually on top of where we are going to be building the cobblestone farm. This is going to be it right here. I'm going to dig out this whole area. Kind of wanted to keep it underground just to keep it like looking low key. No one will know is here, and then we can just go down this ladder. I will have some little walkway that will lead us right to the storage that will be somewhere over here, because we're not using this for the iron farm anymore. We already have our quad iron farm right here, so we don't need it. And then the Bonemeal farm will be over here. We will have this entryway down to where the storages will be over here for the Bonemeal. And then the tree farm, I think, will be somewhere over in this area. I'm not sure. It's not too big, so we can connect all the Bonemeal farm up with the tree farm and just have it directly feed that, and then we can have an infinite running loop. Once we have enough stockpile of Bonemeal, we can just feed it right into the tree farm, run the tree farm for forever, get a bunch of wood, and then use that for our pistons and whatever else we need for our perimeters. We are so very close to perimeters. I'm very excited. But there's one thing we have to do first. In the last episode, we had a raid farm. We need to keep a beacon over there to be able to run it. So, what I did off camera was I got 3 wither skeleton skulls for another beacon. We are going to cheese the wither under the bedrock in the end. Kill him that way because we already did it once legit, which is my goal. After that, I don't really care. But we are going to cheese the wither and then hopefully not die. I've already tried with a wither in the end. I messed up how I spawned it, so the wither got loose and then killed itself in the end. Not fun. Died multiple times. Still not very happy about that. But it's a new day. We got 3 new skulls. I'm gonna test this out a bunch in creative before I spawn them in survival again. And so we will be doing this. So yeah, let's jump in. We are gonna jump back when we are in the end, about to spawn in the wither, and get ready to cheese them that way, and then we'll jump back when we have a beacon and all that, and then dig out this area for both the farms. We'll probably dig both of them out at once and then just build up this Bonemeal farm still needs a lot of materials. I'll probably get that on stream, but for now let's jump in and we will join back when we are at the end, about ready to kill the wither. Let's go. Alright, we are back in survival. We have the soul sand that we need. We have our wither skeleton skulls. I've made sure this little obsidian trap is in the right spot. I just tested it in creative again to make sure that it works. We lost our dragon egg. We can get another one when you respawn the dragon. It's fine. But for now, what I'm going to do is we're going to place down the soul sand. Just tested this in creative to make sure it works. We spawn it in. We're going to run over there. I'm going to wait till it explodes. Come back here. Hit him about 10 times. And then he should die. And then we will pick up the nether star. Go make a beacon. Start digging out the area. And do all that good fun stuff. But without further ado, the most nerve-wracking part of all this. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Please don't somehow escape. It should work correctly. Also, I'm looking down so that the endermen don't see me because I don't have any jack-o'-lantern on. I'm gonna carve pumpkin. This is very loud. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to not. You see, he is trapped in the bedrock. He could not do anything. I'm gonna turn down hostile mob sounds because that's loud. It's all the way at 5%. I'm gonna turn it down even more. Oh, it's so loud. Let's go here. It's still loud. Oh well. He is dead. And just like that, we got another nether star. We can go make another beacon. So let's go jump into a time lapse now of me digging out the areas with our new beacon and then building up the cobblestone farm because that's all the materials I have for this. And we will be getting all the rest of the materials on a stream, which I'm about to do. In the stream, I'm about to just build the beacon and then get enough materials for I'm gonna build up the cobblestone farm. I'm gonna dig out the area for both farms, build up the cobblestone farm, and then get the rest of the materials for the Bonemeal farm. And maybe we'll build the Bonemeal farm in that stream too. Maybe not. Make sure you guys tune in my stream. Link is in the description. Twitch.tv/emogames1. I try to stream every other day. I'm either recording like I am right now, or streaming, or sometimes both. So, you guys are gonna have to catch me there. But yeah, let's jump into a time lapse of me digging out the area and then building up the cobblestone farm. Let's go! Alright, we are back in survival with the cobblestone farm all built up and the area for the Bonemeal farm all dug out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those time lapses. Let's go down to the cobblestone farm. Oh, there's a skeleton down in the cobblestone farm. So I had a bot standing right about here while I was running the cobblestone farm for a bit. And we got a lot of cobble from it. See, all of these chests are starting to fill up now. This one's full. This one's starting to fill up. We can run this for a couple more hours and then it will get all the way full. But for now, this is fine. We can always just turn it back on and run it. I have the most weird stair path up to turn this farm on. You just flick it on, come down here, and we stand right here and let all the loot run in. I can show you that real fast. If I don't fall down the stairs. So you just come up here, flick the lever, come over here, just stand here, and you can hear already starting to work. So it just loops to TNT right as the cobblestone gets made, it gets blown up. Some of the cobblestone gets flown back into the lava. I don't know exactly why. It just happens with the trajectory of the blocks, but most of them will go right into this water stream. You can see it flow right this way and then just go into the hoppers that way. I love how this turned out. This is just enough storage for our needs right now. We can always make this down more if we want. I'm going to probably fix the stairway in the future and just have a ladder up to the top and not have a janky stairway. Same with this. I'll probably have a ladder going up here and a ladder going up here just to make things a lot nicer. But for now, it works. That's our big need. This is all the cobblestone that we will ever need for pistons, for the world eaters. Done. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Now, I was going to build the Bonemeal farm in that time lapse too. I'm going to turn this off actually before I leave this area. Let's go up here. Click it off. And we can hopefully even. And the farm is off. We don't hear any more explosions going off. Thank God. So I was going to build the Bonemeal farm in that time lapse too. But there is one thing I was forgetting. Well, I was forgetting half the materials. But other than that, there was one other thing I was forgetting. Where's the entrance? Right here. So you see we have it all dug out. We have the schematic up and open. The one thing I was missing is moss blocks. These are a pain in the ass to get. Now, you might be wondering, hey, just go down to a lush cave and get a moss block. We're in 117, we don't have lush caves. This is a problem. So, the only way to get moss blocks in 117 is two ways, actually. One of them is wandering traders. Let me tell you, not fun. The other way, shipwrecks. Let me tell you, slightly better way, still not fun. So, I AFK'd at the iron farm for about 6 hours waiting for a wandering trader to come. I got one in that 6-hour AFK session, and it didn't have moss blocks. I just need one moss block, and I can make a ton more. I can just turn all of this into moss, and then dig it all up, and it will all turn into moss blocks. That's all that I need. But I didn't get that. So, next best thing is shipwrecks. I went into creative just now. I flew around a little bit, went to about 5 different shipwrecks before I got to the one that I need for this. So I think that's what we're going to do. The nearest ocean is that way, where our slime farm is, about 600 blocks. A little bit less than that, maybe 400 till the nearest ocean that way. But for now, I'm going to go search some shipwrecks, and then we will come back when we have the moss blocks, because I just need one, and then I can make more. That's all I need, but I need it for these so we can turn these. It says we need 5 in the schematic. I don't know where we need 5 in the schematic. It doesn't make sense to me, because it doesn't add up. So I don't know, but I will have at least 4 that we need for the turning. I see where the 5th one is, right here. I haven't seen it until just now. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go search some shipwrecks for this, and then I will come back when we have it and we're about ready to build this farm. Alright, and about after 5 shipwrecks and about 2,000 blocks that way of searching, I now have it. Moss blocks. I got 2 from a shipwreck, and then I just grew more using Bonemeal and stone. Made a bunch. I now have about a stack in the chest in the storage, and I have half a stack on me, even though we will only need 4 here. I still would rather be safe than sorry. So it'll be fine. I'll probably only use 16 at most, maybe 10 even at most. But for now, it's fine. I'm going to get to starting on this build. This will probably only take me hour and a half to build this whole thing. The only thing I didn't really get for this was the grass, and then there's an azalea over here. I didn't get that, obviously. I just have that instead. And also the honey blocks I did not get. My solution is we use 3 ender chests to align the items here, and then we use iron bars like on this side to align the items with this. And it will work just fine. And then we can have it go over here, it'll turn, and then go down here, and then it'll be fine that way. And we'll go right into the storage. Now here, I'm going to have a switch that goes, and it will flip it from going to the storage here to going to the tree farm here. The switch will be right about here too. I will do that later in time in creative. After we get the tree farm built, I'll probably just be manually bringing it over until I get the switch installed, which hopefully will be soon. Hopefully I don't procrastinate that part of it. But I have all the rest of the materials. So without further ado, let's get into a time lapse of me building this whole thing. Let's go. back in survival with the farm fully built up, and it is running and currently producing bone meal. Took a long time to get it to where the storages are starting to fill, but they currently are. Took about an hour and a half of AFK just running this, letting all these hoppers fill up, because when they go over them, it's going to refill the hoppers, and then whatever is excess will go right into the hoppers and go into the storage. So taking a while to get to the excess, but we are finally here. So next step is the tree farm. This is actually the most complicated farm out of the three, the cobblestone, the bone meal, and the tree farm. Tree farm is super simple. It only takes a little bit of cobble. Let's look at the material list for the tree farm. Just need a bunch of cobble, which we have a cobblestone farm for. Redstone dust, we have that. Pistons, we just need a little bit. We have a little bit left over from this. Need a little bit of birch or oak. We don't need it, but we can use it. And cobblestone slabs, we need like none. Chests, we need like none. I think we have the chest left over too. Water buckets easy. Hoppers easy. All this is super easy. Should only take me an hour to grab these materials, if that. We'll see. The biggest thing, if we didn't have the cobblestone farm, the biggest thing that we would need is cobblestone. But we have a farm for it, so it's fine. So I have a bot here running this farm currently. I'm gonna go get the materials for the tree farm. We might have to dig out a separate area. I'm thinking of maybe just putting it right here, just so redirecting it will be easy, and we'll have a pathway from here and from here, and then we can have the switch up here. I'm thinking about putting it here. Not 100% sure. Maybe I'll put it here. But for now, I'm gonna go get the materials for said tree farm, and I will join back when we have the materials ready, and maybe even the area dug out before we jump into the time lapse of us building it, and I'll explain my idea of where I picked to build it and all that. Yeah, let's go. Alright, we are back. We have all of the materials that we need for this farm. I have the farm built, or the schematic place in survival. Let me show you my idea with what's going to happen with the bone meal farm connecting up with this. So I have it in this orientation right now. Shouldn't be too much digging. It's about 10-12 blocks tall, about 15 blocks wide, more or less. And we are going to just move it down here. So I have the chest right here, and the water line would come right here. So the water line we would just install a lever here that would flip this water line so that it goes this way, and then it will go right into two hoppers that are pointing into these double chests right here, flow right over the top of them, go right into the double chest, and then just go into the storage and then be used that way. And then this storage will get full, and once this storage is full, we can always flip it back to this way and then fill this storage. I have a bunch of bone meal on me. I got about 3-4 sacks of bone blocks, and then I'm running this farm to get even more bone meal. We should have plenty of bone meal. But for now, let's jump into a time lapse of me digging this out and then building up the whole farm while this is running, so that we get even more bone meal. Let's go. Let's go.
Did a beautiful job. Did a beautiful job. Did a beautiful job. Did a beautiful job.
Alright, we are back in survival with the farm fully built up. Made a little tunnel from the little cobblestone area just to connect it with the tree farm. We have actually moved the storages. It was originally going to be like right here. I now moved over here, so we're going to have to make a pipeline, but we're going to make a really cool pipeline that you can see all the items flowing in to the chests that are right here, and the pipeline will go along this wall, and there will be hoppers here. I'll do that in the future. Another thing I want to do in the future. I've been AFKing this a little bit. I filled the storage. I'll show that in a sec. Another thing I want to do, I want to make it so instead of having the storage be down there, and there's a ladder over there that we have to go down to get to the storage. I just want to have the storage right here, have a wall storage, just like what we have here with the cobblestone farm. Or, I've also made another tunnel and connected it with the Bonemeal farm. So this will have a tunnel going that way for all the Bonemeal that will connect directly to the tree farm. We're just going to have a tunnel back and forth so we can walk in between all three. We're going to have wall storages for all three, just like we have here and here. I've used up pretty much all the Bonemeal I've AFK'd for about 4 hours. And there's still like a double chest, maybe 2 double chests left. That's about it. There was about 8, so... But we did get a full storage of oak logs, thank God. We got a bunch of oak saplings in return. So this schematic, I don't remember where exactly I got it from, but it's super simple and gives like 15,000 oak an hour and like 20,000 birch. It only has those two modes, but it's super simple to build. Highly recommended. This is an amazing early game tree farm. It requires some Bonemeal to run, but if you have like a basic skeleton farm, or you can AFK that for like 8 hours, get a bunch of Bonemeal, run this, and then have a bunch of wood for all your next projects. Like, I have tons of wood. I moved all of this over already into this storage so we can use it for future projects. We still got 3 double chests, which will last us a long time. In the future, as I said, I want to make it so that the items go up a water elevator and they come to right here, so I don't have to go up and down that ladder the whole time. That'll make life a lot easier. I'm going to clean up these shulkers. I might widen this tunnel a tiny bit, maybe 1 block wider. But other than that, I don't see it being much different. This will last us for all of our needs for the perimeter, which will be one of our next projects. Our next project, which will be in the next episode, I'm going to call this episode here. Next episode, next project, shulker farm. That is what I desperately need. I have a stack and a bit of shulkers, which are plenty for our needs, but I want something more. So I've been playing around with a few designs. I will show you the next episode. After that will probably be either gold farm and bartering farm or perimeter. I think I want to start perimeter just to get it done and over with. But I really want a quick and simple shulker farm just because I need shulker boxes. So that's going to be first, simple, easy shulker farm. And then after that, we will start a perimeter and I'll talk to you about my ideas for that. I already have some in my brain. There's a lot going on. I am excited. Thank you for joining me for this episode of FibreCraft. I will see you in the next episode. And have a good rest of your day. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch. Link is in the description. God, I can't speak. I am professional. And yeah, have a good day.